A dear friend of mine sat down with me just a few days ago and he asked me a question that really made me stop and think. He looked at me with so much worry in his eyes and said, "Where is the line, Marnie? How can I show a woman that I think she is wonderful without her thinking I am some kind of bad person or a jerk or a scary creep?" I really felt for him because I know that line feels very real to a lot of men. There is a boundary there, and it feels like if you step over it even just a little bit, your chances are gone forever. It feels like you have moved into a place of being unwanted. Once that happens, she might never look at you with a sparkle in her eye again. She might be nice and keep talking to you, or she might even finish the date you are on. But inside her heart, the door has closed. Before we dive deeper into this incredibly important conversation, I want to ask you for something that would mean the world to me. If you find value in what I share with you today, if this message speaks to your heart and helps you understand something you have been struggling with, please hit that subscribe button right now. I am working so hard to reach 10,000 subscribers, and your support makes such a huge difference in helping me continue to create content that truly helps good men like you navigate the confusing world of dating and relationships. When you subscribe, you are not just clicking a button. You are joining a community of men who are brave enough to ask the hard questions and do the real work to become the kind of man that women are naturally drawn to. You are telling me that this message matters to you, and that encourages me to keep showing up every single week to give you honest, real advice that actually works. So please take just 2 seconds right now and click that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it helps me so much. And while you are at it, ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. I promise to keep delivering content that will change the way you approach women and dating forever. Now let me get back to what I was saying. I am so sorry to be the one to tell you such a sad truth, but it is why so many good men have started doing the only thing they think will keep them safe. You have stopped being playful. You have stopped showing that you are interested. You have stopped showing that side of you that wants to be close. You have moved so far away from the line that you are starting to vanish. You are becoming invisible, and we really cannot have that because you are truly a wonderful person. Women need to be able to see who you really are. Staying hidden away is not actually safer for you. It is just another way for things to end before they even begin. The truth is that in your attempt to avoid making women uncomfortable, you have swung so far in the opposite direction that you have removed yourself from the equation entirely. You have become so careful, so measured, so concerned with every single word and gesture that you have essentially erased your own personality from the interaction. Women are not getting to know you at all because the real you, with all your desires and interests and masculine energy, has been locked away in a vault where nobody can see it. You think you are being respectful, and in some ways you are, but what you are really doing is robbing women of the chance to experience who you truly are and to decide for themselves whether they want to explore a connection with you. So, in this talk today, I am going to show you exactly where that line is. I want to teach you how to be bold, how to show your interest, and how to make a woman feel a real spark for you without ever crossing that boundary. I'm also going to share the one secret thing that makes a woman love a brave man instead of running away from a scary one. It is not what you might think. Let us talk about it together. I am Marnie, and I'm here to be your very own friend who understands how women think. It is my special job to give you the honest truth about what women say they want versus what they truly feel deep down inside. Plus, I am here to help you every single week with simple steps to help you find the love you are looking for. So, let me answer that big question. Where is this line? Here is the honest truth that might surprise you and might even frustrate you a little bit at first. There is no single line that stays the same for everyone. There is no big rule book that tells us what is okay and what is scary for every woman in every place. What we really have to look at is the situation, the way you say things, how you adjust to the moment, and how well you can understand feelings. It is not about a line drawn in the sand. It is about the space you create between the two of you. It is about your awareness of her comfort level and your willingness to respect what she shows you through her words and her body language. Let me explain it in a way that is easy to understand. A woman could say to a man she just met, "I am looking at you and I like what I see." And it would feel exciting and brave. People might think she is confident and forward in a really attractive way. A man can say those same exact words, but depending on how he looks at her when he says it, the tone he uses, and if he can see how she feels and responds, it will either work beautifully or it will fail completely. The words themselves are not the problem. The feeling behind the words is what matters. The energy you bring to the moment and your ability to read the room and adjust accordingly is everything. And here is what most men do not quite understand about that feeling. This is not some strange or magical idea. So please stay with me because this is where it gets really important. Being brave in a way that is liked and being scary are not separated by the words you use. They are separated by what you do next. This is the crucial part that so many men miss. A brave man takes a risk. He says something bold. He looks her in the eyes and keeps looking for a moment. He gives a little smile or a friendly grin. He stands tall in that moment. He owns what he said, and he does not apologize for finding her attractive or wanting to get to know her better. And if she shows him that she is not interested, if her body language shifts away from him, if she gives a polite but distant response, if she looks uncomfortable or changes the subject quickly, he pulls back in a kind way. He does not make it weird. He does not keep pushing, and he does not try to make her feel bad for not being interested. He accepts her response with grace and moves on without making her feel guilty or pressured. He might say something light and friendly to ease any tension, and then he gives her space. This is what makes a man safe and attractive at the same time, but a scary man keeps pushing even after she says no. He ignores the little signs she gives him that show she is not comfortable. He tries even harder when she is clearly wanting to leave or end the conversation. He makes her feel like she's stuck in a corner with no way out. He acts like her comfort does not matter as much as getting what he wants. He might get angry or defensive when she does not respond the way he hoped. He might try to guilt her or manipulate her or make her feel bad for rejecting him. That is the real line. It is not about being perfect before you open your mouth. It is about being brave enough to try and then being kind enough to accept whatever happens after. But the real problem I want to talk about right now is how your fear of being the bad guy is stopping you from being brave at all. And being brave is very, very attractive to women. This is something that so many men do not realize. Women want men who lead the way, who show they are interested clearly and directly, and who are not afraid to make the first move. They do not want someone who is mean or pushy, but they absolutely love someone who is sure of himself and confident in his own value. When you make yourself small, when you hide the things you want to say, and when you play it so safe that you never take a chance, she does not think you are a polite gentleman. She actually does not think anything at all because she does not even notice you are there. You have made yourself a ghost because you are afraid, and ghosts do not make women feel a spark of love. Here's the most important thing I want you to know, and I really need you to hear this and let it sink deep into your heart. You are not a bother just because you show a woman you like her. You are not doing something wrong or icky. You are not a bad person for trying to see if she likes you back. You are not a jerk for thinking a woman is beautiful and telling her so. You only become those bad things if you try to take away her choice. If you ignore her when she says no, or if you make her feel like she is not safe, then that is a problem. But if you are just being yourself and letting her choose freely how she wants to respond, you are doing great. And I can tell you right now, you are not that bad guy. The fact that you are even listening to this and caring about her feelings proves that you are a good man. The men I am worried about, the ones who actually are creepy and disrespectful, are not watching videos like this trying to learn how to be better. They do not care about crossing boundaries, but you do care, and that tells me everything I need to know about your character. So, what should you actually do? Stop trying to get every little thing perfectly right. That is not what we want. If you try to be perfect, the real you never gets to shine through. The goal is to grow and try new things. Right now, the way you act is very small. You are staying in a tiny safe box where nothing bad happens, but nothing good happens either because you are busy protecting your heart. You are keeping your guard up. You are not letting anything out. You are so focused on not making mistakes that you are not making any moves at all. So, I want you to stretch yourself. I want you to take little risks that feel a bit scary. Say the thing you are thinking. Make the move you want to make. Say the words that pop into your head when you see a beautiful woman. Will some people misunderstand you? Yes, that might happen. Will it work sometimes? Yes, it absolutely will. Will it make some women not like you? It might, but that does not make you a creep. It makes you a man who is brave enough to try. It makes you a man who knows what he wants and is willing to put himself out there to find it. Here is what happens when you start acting this way. Your body and your brain learn something very important. They learn that you can take a risk and you will be okay. You might even do better than okay. You might do great. You learn that being brave does not make the world end. You can show you like someone, and even if she does not feel the same way, you are still a good man and you are still standing. That is how real confidence grows. It does not come from reading books or watching videos, although those things can help. It comes from doing something brave and seeing that you survived. It comes from taking action in the real world and learning from the results. If this message is resonating with you, please remember to hit that subscribe button and help me reach 10,000 subscribers. Your support means everything to me and allows me to keep creating this content for you.